USA 5-cent coin from 1962. Welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of collectible coins. Today's spotlight is on a small but mighty piece of American history, the 1962 United States 5-cent coin. That's right, we're talking about the classic Jefferson Nickel, a coin that may look simple at first glance but carries a whole lot of history, design brilliance, and potential value that many collectors still overlook. Historical background. So let's roll back the clock to 1962. John F. Kennedy was president, the Cuban Missile Crisis was just around the corner, and America was heading deeper into the space race. In pockets all across the country, people were carrying around Jefferson nickels, coins that had already become a familiar sight since their introduction in 1938. And the 1962 issue sits right in the middle of this important Cold War-era chapter in American history. The coin features a proud left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by sculptor Felix Schlag. His initials weren't actually added until 1966, but his work had already become iconic. Around Jefferson's image, you'll see the words "In God We Trust" to the left, "Liberty" to the right, and the date 1962 stamped clearly along the rim. It's a simple but elegant obverse design that remained unchanged for decades. Design of the coins. Flip the coin over, and you'll find Jefferson's home, Monticello, centered in stunning neoclassical style. Above the building, it says "E pluribus unum," out of many, one. Below it, you'll see the word Monticello, followed by 5 cents and United States of America. The reverse design reflects Jefferson's architectural taste and has become a signature image in American coinage. Now let's talk about what this coin is made of. The 1962 Jefferson nickel contains 75% copper and 25% nickel, a strong, long-lasting composition that's non-magnetic and built to last through decades of use. And unlike wartime nickels from the early 1940s, the 1962 version doesn't contain silver, which keeps its metal value stable even when markets fluctuate. No mint marks. So what about mint marks? The 1962 nickel was minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those struck in Denver show a small D mint mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse. These small letters can make a big difference when it comes to value and rarity. In terms of mintage, Philadelphia struck over 97 million nickels in 1962, while Denver produced a much higher 280 million. Both numbers are quite large, meaning that 1962 nickels are generally not considered rare in circulated condition. But the real story begins when you look at condition and errors. Value. A typical 1962 nickel in worn condition is worth just its face value, 5 cents. But if you've got a coin in uncirculated condition, with sharp detail, no scratches, and that original mint luster, it could be worth $1 to $5 or more. Go even higher to a brilliant uncirculated or certified MS-65 or MS-66 condition, and the value could jump to $25 or beyond. Recent auction. Now, here's where things get more interesting. The highest known auction price for a 1962 Jefferson nickel was nearly $3,000 for a coin graded MS-67 plus full steps by PCGS. Full steps refer to the clarity of the steps on Monticello. If every step line is sharply defined without breaks, it's considered a premium strike and earns the full steps designation, which collectors love. These coins are rare because most nickels were struck quickly, and the fine step details often came out blurred or incomplete. Tips for collectors. So if you're checking your 1962 nickels at home, look carefully at Monticello. If you see full steps, and the coin is in great shape, it might be worth sending in for grading. Coins certified by NGC or PCGS as full steps can command serious premiums, especially at higher mint state levels. Error coins. There are also a few known error coins from 1962 worth watching for. These include off-center strikes, double die obverse, and die cracks. Some off-center errors can be worth $20, $50, or even more depending on how dramatic the error is and whether the date is still visible. Double die errors, where the lettering or portrait appears double due to misalignment during striking, are extremely collectible if confirmed. And don't forget proof coins. Although there was no special proof coin from Denver, the Philadelphia Mint did strike around 3.2 million proof nickels in 1962 for collectors. These were sold as part of proof sets and feature mirror-like finishes and sharper detail. A nice proof nickel from 1962 can sell for $500 to $2,000 or more depending on condition, and deep cameo examples, where the design has a frosty contrast against the mirrored background, can sell for even higher amounts. How to sell valuable coins. If you're selling a 1962 nickel, it's all about presentation and accuracy. Be clear about the mint mark, include close-up photos, and note whether the coin has full steps. If it's graded and slabbed by a top service, that's a major bonus for potential buyers. And if you're buying, stick with well-preserved examples, especially those with strong detail on Monticello. Avoid polished coins or ones with damage unless you're picking them up for fun or face value. Conclusion. So can a 1962 5-cent coin make you rich? Not likely in most cases, but for those top-grade, full steps examples or rare error strikes, there's real money to be made. And more importantly, this coin connects you to a fascinating period in American history, a time of innovation, tension, and national pride. Sometimes, that's worth even more than the dollar amount. Thanks for joining me today for this close-up on the 1962 Jefferson Nickel. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more coin stories just like it, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next treasure we uncover. Got a 1962 nickel with sharp steps or a strange error? Drop it in the comments, we'd love to hear your story. Until next time, stay curious, keep hunting, and happy collecting.